When you generating traffic, that's the first thing they want people to see. They products.
Exactly.
One of the biggest things is, I would say, about pay and just knowing who you working with, because a lot of women get scammed on social media, and it's because they're not real companies. Whenever it's a collaboration with the company, it's always an advertisement, and you're always supposed to say that, and that's just based on FTC guidelines. You're supposed to make that known, like, this is a collaboration, I got paid for this is an ad,
it's a paid promotion,
right? And that's where people come in, where you see the hashtag such and such partner, because it's legality. I'm at the point now where I've been doing this so long, and my work consistently does so well regardless of my follower count.
Yeah.
Because at this point, a micro influencer. Like, my followers are still very minuscule in compared to other people. But I'm at the point now where my rates are really non-negotiable unless we're talking about a package. So what that is a lot of times companies will say, hey, can we get a reel? Can we get a TikTok and a YouTube video? How much for that? Now, at that point, I will be willing to negotiate, because you want more work and it's going to pay me more. But if you just want 2 TikTok videos, I'm not negotiating my price on that.
Yeah.
Like, what's up, y'all? I'm Meechnicole, and this is Moguls in the Making, episode 49, where we touch on love, we touch on sports, we touch on brand deals, entrepreneurship, and much more. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to Moguls in the Making, episode 49. We are almost at that 50 episodes in the game.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. To be
That's
here.
some work. Y'all putting some work in.
We putting some real work in. You hear me? Come on, man. We getting up there. All right,
I did 6 reels for Instagram. I was tired.
Hey, man. So look, episode 49, man. T, we back in this thing, man. Update the people on the business, man. Where we at?
Hey, man, I didn't get no introduction. I'm
you right. You right.
It's your,
my bad.
You're most gracious, you're most lovely, you're most handsome. Yeah. Y'all know who it is today. You're most gracious, you're most lovely, you're most handsome.
Man, take that shit off, man.
A.K.A. T, a.k.a. what they call me, Top Shelf T.
Oh, yeah, you got a Top Shelf T now.
You know what I'm saying? Just added that to the name. Okay. Shout out Josh.
T Nasty.
You know what I'm saying? T Nasty, that's his name for me. T Grizzly.
T Grizzly.
Shout out T Grizzly. Yeah. The real T Grizzly.
T Pain.
But nah, we in the building though, man. I'm happy to be back. You know what I'm saying?
Swear, boy.
This is my first one back in the new year, huh? Even before that, I think you did one.
I did one. Yeah, but then we had the other one. They just ain't seen it yet.
Oh, okay. I know y'all get tired of seeing this nigga by yourself.
Nah, man. They really love it, though. It's some of people's favorite episodes. Cool. I swear to God,
it's cool, though.
They love my shit.
But nah,
I'm your host. Hold on, wait a minute. Shit, goddammit. You gonna do that? Now let me go. I know I am, man. I'm your host. Catch your bag. Yes, sir. Man. And T, update us on the business, man. Where we at right now?
Man, we had a crazy spot. Honestly, it's been a slow December. It was a slow December, let's just say that. So I'm expecting things to really speed up going into these next couple months. It always is like that in Indiana for some reason. In the wintertime, you see stuff really slow down. People kind of get comfortable around the holidays. People kind of put stuff on hold around the holidays because of tax time coming up, etc. But at the same time, we have hired 2 new acquisition managers, and we got them coming in this Thursday.
Yeah,
for a start date. So that's going to be super dope. That's the one thing this year that we really want to hone in on and make sure that we take care of is getting that position filled so that we can do the things that we need to do as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, too, man, me and T, we sat down for a good 6 hours, went over all our goals for Q1 all the way through Q4, business outside of that, brand, Moguls in the Making. Everything, you know what I'm saying? So we ready to go, man. I'm excited about this year, you know what I'm saying? 2024, goddammit. I'm sitting back. I'm gonna try to be at home a little bit more this year. I think that's a personal goal of mine. Let's see if we can, man. Hold on. Let's see if I can do that, y'all. I think y'all got faith in me.
A lot of cap in that rap. That's 3 years, y'all. I ain't bullshitting.
Last one. Bro, last good 6-8 months.
2 years, at least 2 years.
Summertime, I was like, man, wintertime.
I'm gonna go back in the text. I might even post this shit. I might have you put this embed this in here. I got text where you like, bro, for real, I'm chilling out, bro. Friday, hey T, what you on? I thought we was chilling out.
Hey, man, look, after I get that work done, you know what I'm saying? You know how it be.
Hey, man, as long as you get the work done, I ain't tripping. But I feel you, though. I'm going to continue to just chill out.
You got it. You forced to, sir.
I want to, bro. I
want to, too,
I can do what I want to do, man. I could be out here clowning out, man. But I'm cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got kids and shit. But at the same time, you know, I do have my fun and shit too. But I kind of do it on my own time, y'all. We was talking about this. I know this is kind of going all the way off the rails. But like, me living in California used to give me a time. Like, I used to just go places by myself. Motherfucking nobody know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just be like, I'd be at a bar on the beach or something somewhere and just be kicking it with myself, getting drinks and shit. Like, I don't really do that here no more. Like, that's the one thing I don't do here no more because shit, you run into everybody everywhere.
Talking to random people about
random ass shit. Like, I enjoy that shit. Like, I enjoy just being alone sometime and shit and just chilling with new people. But yeah, anyways.
Dora the Explorer.
New name, T the Explorer. Fuck it. But nah, man, we got something very, 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 very special for y'all today. I've been waiting for this interview.
Yeah, man. This one for the ladies, the lady bosses, man. We got a female entrepreneur in the game. Man, T, go ahead. You know,
I don't got my horn today, man. But I know. I'm gonna definitely give it that. But we got in the building. Hold up. 2-time state champion.
Oh.
1-time national champion.
Oh.
Business entrepreneur.
Okay, she said keep going.
College athlete.
One of the flyers, that's for sure.
One of the flyers. That's one of my questions today for her.
Okay.
One of the flyers.
We got Meechnicole Nunley in the building today.
Yeah, let's give it up.
Thanks for coming and kicking it with us, though, for real.
Having me. I'm excited to be here.
Coming on, hopping on, chopping it up with us, for real.
Most definitely.
I'm definitely excited to be here.
Matri.
Look, it took us a minute to get this
It
together.
did.
Damn.
First of all, I know entrepreneurship is so crazy because one second it's like, okay, you know, I got my schedule planned out, but then I could squeeze this in right here. He'll text me and be like, hey, can you do this tomorrow? And I was just like...
Hey, y'all
that's him. Look, everybody's saying,
Josh in the back, like, hey, that's him.
Everybody like,
maybe next. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, so when he hit me with the January, I'm like, okay, cool, we can make this work for show.
Exactly. But
I'm glad you're here.
Go ahead. I know you want to know the hot shit, the top shit.
Matri, put me on some shit. What you got going on right now? Talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in your world right now?
I just feel like I'm constantly reinventing myself. For a while, I came back home from Nashville. I was there for 4 years. Opened up a store. I was in the mall originally. They closed that down.
Yeah.
So I was just focusing on creating content, doing hair. And I was actually at a point where I was really bringing in some good money doing hair, and I'm just exhausted. So in October, I basically decided.
What's good money though? Matri, by the way.
Doing hair, I would say my on average like 10K months, and that's just like strictly
just doing hair.
Just doing hair. Yeah.
What was your
own business?
What was you mainly doing though? Matri, was you doing a lot of like? What do girls be getting a lot of?
I would say that my number one service is wigs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wigs like sew-ins, stuff like that. So yeah, like 10K months, like on average at times, and
that's dope.
Yeah, but it's very time consuming too. So outside of, you know, actually being in the salon, being behind the chair, then you have to, you know, respond back to people all day, all night. And, you know, initially before I became a mom, that was cool. Yeah. But then I had my son and I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Like,
we got to switch some shit up.
Right, exactly. This ain't going to work. So, yeah, I actually decided in October, one day I was just like, hey, y'all, I ain't coming back to work. And I just told my clients, I'm tired. I need a rest.
You just told all of them, like, hey.
Was they shitty?
Don't hit the schedule.
They've been on my ass.
I know they have.
Even to this point, they've been like, okay, you gonna come back or
what?
So, you know, I just kind of been taking clients here and there just to kind of see how I feel.
Right.
But, yeah, I'm not jumping back into that, you know, anytime soon.
So what did that turn into for you then? Like, kind of you left that now. I know you was making solid bread doing it, obviously. But what are you doing now?
So now I'm actually just opening up a salon that's not far from here.
Okay.
And it's more so like a suite. It's not like an open salon concept.
Yeah.
So I got 10 suites in there. I will have one suite will have an open concept where you can either do daily booth rental or just to kind of build your clientele. If you're not there yet, you can't afford to come and be signing a lease for a year.
Right.
So we'll have that, but I got that going on, and then of course the whole content thing has really, really, really taken off for me. Probably in this last,
you done went fucking crazy.
Yeah, this last 6 months, and it's so crazy because I'll be honest with y'all. I started on YouTube back in like 2018.
Yeah,
and my channel literally blew up to 20K in a matter of 2 or 3 months.
Damn.
And then I just quit posting.
I was wondering. I was just about to ask her that because so right now you had I did my research. I'm looking at your shit and it's 27.2 thousand subscribers right now, with 100 videos.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, only 100 videos, 27. I'm like, obviously these people want what you giving.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And a lot of that had to do with the place that I was in my life. Like I said, at that time, I was living in Nashville.
Okay.
And it was just a lot. I don't want to say it was a lot going on. I was in hair school. I was trying to finish that up. Then I ended up moving back home, and COVID happened. And you would think COVID, you got more time, you at home, but it was just almost it felt forced.
Yeah.
Let me do this just because I got the time. And I didn't like that feeling when you're creative and stuff come naturally. You want to do it as it come naturally instead of just forcing yourself to put content out. So, but the thing about YouTube that I love is, even with my inconsistency with posting, I was still getting them YouTube checks. So I wasn't really feeling it that I wasn't posting for real.
Right. Yeah.
So
you'd already hit that marker.
Right, exactly.
So when did that happen though, Meechie, for you? Was it you just posted a couple videos and one of them went viral? And then
yes, that's exactly what happened. So I had posted maybe 6 or 7 videos at this point, and one of them, it was a braid. I braided my hair or something, and it was a real popular hairstyle at the time, and it started picking up traction, it ended up going viral, but I made a mistake, just not knowing what I was doing on there. Basically, I never turned my monetization on.
Ooh. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yep, that first video.
What did it run up to? Do you remember? Kind of.
I can't really remember. I know now it may be almost at 1 million.
Damn.
But once I figured it out, you have to go back and turn monetization on videos that
can you do
were
that?
already posted previously. Yeah. So I had to go back. I'm still posting. They tell me, you can get monetized now. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, it's going to automatically start monetizing the videos that was already on there, but it doesn't do that. You got to go and turn the marker on. Yeah.
On every video.
Mm-hmm. And then too, so if you had to think about it, from what you know now, and do you got affiliate? Do you do affiliates or stuff hey, I braid my hair with this comb, and
that's actually one of my number one sources of income right now is affiliate marketing from Amazon.
Talk to us about that.
No, hold on real quick. If you had that in that video, right, that ran up to 1 million, how much money you feel like you missed out? And you didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying if you had to think about it, from what you had in that video, the products, to how you did it.
Yeah,
how much money you feel like you missed out on?
I would say it was a nice chunk of change, for real, because I'm really even just now starting to get on to affiliate marketing now at this point.
Right.
Yeah. Even with the Amazon thing, that's a big deal, affiliate marketing with Amazon. Yeah. And I signed up for it again, I would say at this point, maybe a year and a half ago, but I never set my store up. And so, so
I see yours now. You got a link to the storefront and all that on there.
Exactly. So I never set the store up. Just more than anything, I think it was just kind of me putting it on a back burner because I didn't know a lot about it. And so I finally set that up actually just this past September, and I've already had, I would say, 40K worth of sales on there.
Really?
So, when you think about it in such a short period of time, it's damn, people really on Amazon buying up some shit.
Right.
Really.
You know that.
Exactly.
But then when you see it,
You like damn.
And the
40,
crazy thing, yeah,
What?
and it
my
tells
shit.
Hair combs,
exactly,
lotion.
exactly. Nah, for real, that's what it is. And then you think about that on top of, companies reaching out like, hey, can we pay you to post, X, Y, and Z? I actually had a company pay me almost $2,000 just to post the links in my bio and to pin the videos to the top of my Instagram page. Because when you generating traffic, that's the first thing they want people to see.
Exactly.
Is they products.
Exactly.
So, I kind of had conversations with them about that, negotiating those prices and stuff, because they'll lowball you.
How you? Okay, let's go.
Hold on. Let me
go ahead.
let me.
My bad. Let me sit
Damn,
back
a nigga
over
got 10 questions just sitting right here. He's like, hold on, real quick.
Let me see.
Real quick.
Let me take my ass over here. My bad.
Damn. Hey, this is what happens. See, this is what happens when I take a week or two off. He think it's his again. Hey, look, nah, for real. But the only reason why I stopped it because I wanted her to kind of stay there with it is because I see now that you're teaching people how to become influencers and go through that same process that you had to learn the hard way with. Talk to us kind of about that, like, on that road to getting to where you are now. What is some of the stuff that you had to kind of learn and you like, damn, if I would have known that?
So I think one of the biggest things is, I would say, about pay.
Yeah.
And just knowing who you're working with, because a lot of women get scammed on social media. A
lot of women get scammed?
Get scammed from these companies, and it's because they're not real companies. Like, they'll take the name of a popular company and they'll reach out with these Gmail addresses. Yeah, and they'll say, hey, we'll send you the product, but you just pay for the shipping. And I tell people, I never pay for anything. If you want to do a collaboration with me, you want to do business.
That's crazy.
The scammers are smart.
They wild.
A bitch now, bro.
That's what they say. They say, or you just pay this and we'll.
And they just getting everybody just paying $20, $20.
Exactly.
$20.
I mean, but when you got
wild.
but when you got women who. When you got women who really,
I think I just paid for one of the motherfuckers myself.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's
They
how they
reached out
get
to
you.
1,000 girls and goddamn 500 and gave them $20.
Exactly.
That's wild.
And that's why I tell them all the time, and that's why I have an ebook about being a hair influencer. And I just got some examples in there about messages that they have sent me personally, and it's from companies that I have already done business with.
You like,
and
wait
so
a minute.
exactly, I'm like, which they will sometimes reach out to you from multiple email addresses, but I know it's kind of consistent with the way that they approach you, and the things that they say. Yeah. So like a lot of the scammer emails, they'll be like, oh, we're going to give you 10 packages and we're going to give you this monthly fee. Like, try to make it sound real good, juice it up. But companies, they don't do that.
Yeah.
They'll be like, this is what we want.
Like
this is what we want. And if this goes well, then we'll set up to do further business with you. They're not going to be like, we're going to give you this every month for this many months, and they've never worked with you before.
Exactly.
So it's just so much to it.
Damn, that's crazy experience though, because like just coming into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely wouldn't know that. Like, you look at the one thing I think that's consistent with us, just because we entrepreneurs and we do business, is a lot of the shit is like, if they don't have a business email, like, they got the Gmail, the Yahoos, the, you know what I'm saying, all of that. Normally, it's not the real person reaching out to you.
Right, you got goddamn fashion over at gmail.com.
Yeah, and that's the thing that really kind of like pisses me off.
Don't you be that foolish, yo.
Because a lot of people do fall for it because they just feel like they want it so bad, so they just go after anything. And these people know that when they scamming them, they know that. But yeah, like you said, it's like especially the big name companies, they're going to reach out to you at theircompany.com.
Exactly.
Or info, theircompany.com.
Yeah.
It's never going to be a Gmail and all that stuff. Like a lot of the hair companies, they do have Gmails.
Yeah.
But again, you just got to have some discernment, because a lot of people don't, boy, they be on there just doing anything. And that goes even with the pay too. It's just like, again,
you was about to dig into that, huh?
Yeah, they'll lowball you.
So tell me about just kind of negotiating, navigating that field, Meechie, right? Like, so, yeah, just give me an example of one of the clients that you work with.
So,
can you tell us who they are too? Okay,
so I'm actually getting ready to do a collaboration with Kaleidoscope. For example, it's a hair company. It's owned by Judy. She's actually married to Debrat. It's her wife.
Yep.
Big in the hair industry. She did hair for a very long time. So somebody that I actually, look up to, like, I'm inspired by.
Yeah.
So whenever they reached out to me, that was a big deal to me, you know. But for them, it was just kind of like, hey, this is what we got going on. We got a new collaboration coming out. We want to work with you, but we need to know your rates. And so I was just like, oh, okay, I'll send over my rates and we can negotiate or whatever. And they was just like, this is actually time sensitive. We're not looking to negotiate. Just tell us your rates and we gonna accept it or deny it. And so you got companies that's like that. So I actually have a media kit. It's just basically, it just tells how many followers and all that stuff you got, how much your pay rate is. And I sent that over to them. They looked over it. They told me, okay, these are the deliverables. This is what we want. As far as, not putting a hold on your content, telling you what to do. Right. But just saying, like, this is what we looking to promote. So you will know what to do. Yes. Like, but you still have full control over the content that you create.
So give us an example. Like, if they say, you said it's a hair company, so if they send you, what would they send you? Like hair or something to do a review on?
Yeah,
or
so they'll basically whatever products. I even have collaborations with furniture companies. It's just not hair. Like if they see that you have a good audience, they gon' if you have a good audience and y'all have good engagement, they'll be willing to work with you. Right. And that's why I always tell people, like, kind of what we was talking about before, you always tag these companies. And so sometimes people do get confused about, like, okay, is this a collaboration or is this just, you putting on like this is a collaboration? What's going on here?
Tell me about the front.
We got to hear about that.
Yeah.
See, we got to go on Meechnicole. Tell me the situations where you see girls or guys, right, that you like, that ain't real. Like, I don't feel like they really actually working with that brand, and maybe they just trying to kind of build up and get on, maybe.
And so, like, a lot of times you can actually tell by, like, the hashtags they use. First of all, whenever it's a collaboration with the company, it's always an advertisement, and you're always supposed to say that. And that's just based on FTC guidelines. You're supposed to make that known, like, this is a collaboration. I got paid for this. This is an ad.
It's a paid promotion.
Right, and that's where people come in, where you see the hashtag such and such partner, because it's legality. Like, that's what comes with it. But
that makes sense.
Some people, they don't really, especially smaller businesses, they don't really too much, make that known or make it firm. Like, you have to say this. But that's one of the most, major ways to know. Like, this is an ad. But sometimes you don't know. If they just tag the company, that's kind of how you know, like, okay, they just kind of trying to get this company attention. Yeah. And companies will actually give you, like, a very... a descriptive hashtag to use so they see what you post. Right. Because everybody's not using that hashtag because they don't know it. So companies will send that to you so they can make sure that they see
the real post.
Yes,
so if you look in there and you don't see that bitch in there, makes you like,
you like, nah, I know damn well.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what was that hashtag?
Yeah. But the thing is, like, sometimes, like, for example, like me, I always tag the companies. Because a lot of my videos go viral very often. So, and a lot of times it's just using stuff that I already love to use. Yeah. So, I'm going to tag them. They're going to see the video. And then in the next 2 days, I know I'm going to have an email from them saying, hey, let's work.
Right. Why do you think it worked for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, other girls are cute. They got a boss mentality. Yeah. They, girly. They like, got cool creative content. I think it actually just depends on the kind of content that you putting out there. And this conversation is really actually, I don't know. Like, if it's male centered, it's not going. Yeah, it'll do well as far as, like, they'll follow and stuff like that. But when it comes to, like, collaborations and stuff, because companies ask that, they want to see your demographics. Yeah. So if I'm a woman and I'm posting all this stuff, but the majority of my audience is male, y'all not gonna buy shit. Right. Exactly. They just like, oh, she pretty. They just looking at her because she pretty.
And shit, I looked at our demographics of who's watching our podcast and shit, like our Facebook follower account, like on our actual podcast, went up significantly crazy one day. Like, not one day, but like 1 month. But like, when I looked at that shit, broke it down, like all throughout the U.S., I think we was like 60, 70% women. It's who watch our shit.
I'm sure, like, some of the stuff that y'all do, like, you know, the events and stuff that y'all have, I'm sure guys come out.
Exactly.
But I'm sure that a lot of the times it's a lot of women that's in there trying to, because for whatever reason, I don't know, you know, I'm not a man, so I don't know the way that y'all think. But, women, they the ones that spend the money and that buy everything. Exactly. And that's
women
why
don't procrastinate.
And I tell, exactly, like, if a woman sees something, she's going to hit that Instagram link. And
Swear to
she's
God,
going to go buy it.
Research it, do all of that, read all everything, boom, and actually go follow through.
If you sell a woman, you sell it right away.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
We are impulse buyers. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like, and so that's why I think that's one reason why things, you know, kind of work for me, because the stuff that I put out there, it's not really like a money grab. Like, it's really genuinely like, okay, information, like how you do this. Like, you can still look like this and you ain't got to blow the bank, or just different stuff. It's just different stuff. You just got to put stuff out there for a different audience. And it's, you know, it's something for everybody. I think that's more what it is.
I don't know if it's for this. So that's the problem that I don't get. Like, on the creator side, I don't know if it's for, I'm seeing girls with 200,000 followers, 150,000 followers. And they not getting no bag off of it.
And
like,
that's what I be
that
telling
shit right
people
there.
too.
I be like, damn, how the fuck?
Because they don't have the community. They don't have a community built. They have made, like, you make these posts and it's just strictly off of you being cute.
Right.
And that's like, people like that. People like to look at you, but
they'll follow that. But
yeah, exactly. But as far as like when it's time to buy something, they don't trust that you are being genuine in what you selling, or
you don't have the business side of it, basically.
Yeah.
Like you just said that the other day, because you know my Explorer page don't look like his, but like he just said that the other day. He gonna say, I had to throw a little. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck does that mean?
So he just said something the other day though. He was like, I'm damn near tired of looking at her. Like the same shit. like you can get unfollowed quick, but also you literally was there just to look at her. Like you wasn't there to really shop. You're not really there to do nothing around her actual brand, besides the fact that she shit on there and she got some ass showing for the most part.
But that's the thing too, though.
You know
a lot of women, that's where they kind of get it misconstrued, because again, you cute and you have built this following, and it's a male following, and then whenever you putting out these ebooks or whatever you trying to do, you wondering why and you wondering why nobody's buying that shit, because the women are not the people that you have been consistently posting for. And I tell people that all the time. You know,
that's a gym. That's hard.
That's hard, but I damn near just came up with something though. Like really, damn near, and get that fact button ready again. I might say something kind of fluk. But really, when you build up like a male audience like that, damn near you're only out to make some bread on the back end is to do like some OnlyFans shit or something like that.
No, for real.
Because that's what men are actually going to buy.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't saying it like, you know what I'm saying? Like that,
I mean, that's already what you're promoting.
If that's what you're doing,
that's already what you're promoting.
You're just promoting.
You might as well just take it all the way, baby. Baby, let's go all the way.
But like now there's another girl, like there's a girl that I follow now that she kind of interact with all of our stuff and stuff like that too. Yeah. But she kind of like in the stock market and shit. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, shit. I do want to learn that though. Like, I want to learn the options part of the stock market and shit like that. Like how she post. I'm like, now if she come out, she haven't came out with nothing yet. But I'm like, if she came out with an options course or something like that, like I would buy that. Though.
Informational.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not every woman.
Exactly.
She in the gym. She doing
that. It just really depends. But that's the thing, though. She's not. She may be cute and she may be all those things, but that is not what her content is about.
Yeah,
that's
she's
what
more
I'm
than
telling
that.
people. Yes, that's what I tell people all the time, because people build up these crazy followings, and then you posting this shit. Now you got to rebrand completely.
Yes.
And you wondering why you got 200K and your stuff is getting 200 likes, because you trying to rebrand. Yeah. And the people who you were, posting for initially, exactly.
You talking about stocks. Girl, where's the ads?
Exactly. Like,
that's what I was used to. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's crazy.
I need for you to, because I've been doing a lot of YouTube education, as he has. Yeah,
Dimitri, help us. But like, we need some help.
I need you to answer this question for me. Like, how do you come up with your calculation on what you're worth? Like, is that a formula that you use from somebody else? Was that something that like you just like, okay, if I got this many views, then I should be worth this? Like, or are you going off of the, what is it called?
Like the click-through rate.
Yeah, the click-through rate.
So it used to be just like a website you get on. They'll put everything together for you, look at all your numbers, and they'll say, this is how much you should be charging between this and this for the content you're doing and for all your numbers.
Okay.
Now it's a little bit more difficult because there are so many people who are doing work for cheaper.
Yeah.
So a lot of companies, they will try to lowball you, but I'm at the point now where I've been doing this so long and my work consistently does so well, regardless of my follower count.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm still a micro influencer. Like my followers are still very minuscule in compared to other people.
For sure.
But I'm at the point now where my rates are really non-negotiable unless we're talking about a package. So what that is a lot of times companies will say, hey, can we get a reel? Can we get a TikTok and a YouTube video? How much for that? Now, at that point, I will be willing to negotiate because you want more work.
Yeah.
And it's going to pay me more. But if you just want 2 TikTok videos, I'm not negotiating my price on that.
Yeah.
And the way that you figure that out is a lot of times companies will consistently say, hey, this is what we want. And they'll all kind of give you about the same rate. But sometimes I don't even tell rates. Like for big companies, I'll say, what's your budget for this project?
Right.
So that's kind of how you get a feel of like what the top companies are willing to pay. And if the top companies are willing to pay, a certain amount, then you can't lowball yourself for everybody else.
Exactly, for sure. Well, I mean, Mitch, give us some of the, just stuff that right? Let's say it's a big company, a Fashion Nova.
Okay.
Right. Have you worked with them? Okay.
Nope.
I've
actually never bought anything from there.
Really?
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
I've never bought anything from Fashion Nova.
Have you bought anything from Fashion Nova Men or whatever it's called, Nova Men?
And it's not that
I think I bought some swim trunks.
See, a nigga like me,
I think I bought some trunks.
Man.
That was it, though. It was like some swim trunks on that
They
shit.
got Fashion Nova
But outside
Plus.
of that,
Nah, see, I ain't going plus. If I gotta go plus,
that's crazy.
He's talking about he too big.
if I gotta go plus, then I ain't going.
Oh, okay. They got stuff.
But like
They
Sheen
have
Men
this-
and all that shit.
Yeah,
Like
I ain't bought
I've
shit.
ordered some shit from like not Sheen, but like something like that before.
It was
like
I
forget.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a XL.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Like
It was
hell
snug.
no. Well, it fit the body part, but my
Yeah.
arms and
Yeah,
shit
about
like
to
that.
bust out.
I'm like, no, literally, shit busted that my
Yeah.
arm. I'm like, shit, like I'm too big for this shit. But nah, for real though, like. What even those companies though, like what O was getting to is because honestly we just literally went over a podcast that was talking about all of this and what they charge and like what I'm saying, they like shit at this point they like per episode we want this, you know what I'm saying, so kind of to the point where you're at right now.
Should be on every episode doing some kind of ad. Okay,
Exactly.
we gonna take a break from this to introduce our sponsors.
Absolutely, yeah.
Run through y'all sponsors.
And that's what we're trying to
That's
do.
what we need. I think that's where we need help. That's where we are right now. That's what this year is.
Okay.
Because we like, okay. We just want to get consistent with the content first. Cool, we here. Okay, I'm aware
Meaningful
of
content,
them.
too.
Exactly, meaningful, and that's what's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
gonna run y'all following up
Yeah.
and y'all engagement
Yeah.
up, and all that stuff is meaningful content.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just
meaningful
think about it a little
conversations.
bit
That's
more.
our thing.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, now let's get better at the content. So let's be more detailed. Let's have our names pop up. Let's have the bell with the YouTube thing go across. Let's be more thoughtful about how do I consistently make the video better now. Because
Yeah,
I
but
think
see,
we got a
that's the
good
thing
cadence.
about
You know
it
what I
is
mean?
that it's no different than what y'all already doing with real estate. Like y'all have already built y'all brand, so it's literally the exact same thing, but just on a different platform.
Yeah.
So y'all brand yourselves, y'all put yourselves out there, y'all do it consistently, and then the traction starts to come and the ball starts rolling.
So did brands just start emailing you randomly one day? You were just posting and then it was like, hey,
yeah,
Mitchell,
basically
I'd like to work with you.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and so like a lot of times I do teach people that they can reach out to brands. That's a thing. It's almost like cold calling.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. I've never had to do that just because they've always reached out to me. I always make my email or whatever, my contact information readily available to them so they don't have to go searching for it.
Right.
It's on every YouTube video. It's right in my bio.
That's definitely
all of
something
that.
to do.
Yeah, exactly. Because again, y'all stuff goes viral a lot too in companies. Yeah. And even if y'all had some little drinks up here that y'all genuinely like to drink.
Exactly.
And y'all posting these videos, they going viral and the drinks right there and y'all tagging them. They're going to see that and then eventually they'll reach out and say, hey,
Right.
Yeah,
we
let's
want to,
figure out to do something.
exactly.
Yeah, I need to get with Happy Dad. Hey
Already-
Josh,
already
I still
emailed
need to
him.
get with Happy Dad.
I reached out to him though.
Did you? Happy Dad. Remember the Happy Dads from AZ?
Toten Carey said email them though. They was like, yo, we can put something together, like shoot them an email and stuff. Klaus who said, fuck you.
They said, nigga, we gonna need y'all to be.
I said, nigga, what, man? Come holler at me when you done did something else.
Yeah, but that's the thing. All it takes is for one brand to say yes, and then you'll have other brands like, oh, hold on,
why are they messing with them?
Yeah, and then they'll be like, okay, let's see what they talking about. Because I mean, it's the exact same thing. Like for me,
it's kind of like having a girlfriend.
Very much
you know
so.
What I'm saying?
Very much so.
Me and Mitri was dating, then that girl's like, hold up.
Exactly.
I'm saying,
it's kind of like being married, nigga.
That too.
When you get married, all of a sudden, motherfuckers is hitting you up even more. You like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. It's like having.
You good?
Y'all would be surprised. It's almost like having a baby. I was pregnant. I said,
right.
I kid you not.
Hey, that's the thing.
It's crazy though.
Thing.
What's up with that?
I have no idea because I was just so perplexed. Like
you be like 5, 6 months. Be like, girl, look,
you
listen.
be 8 and 9. They be talking about call me when you drop. No, I am not.
You drop.
What?
I'm shitty.
Are you serious?
Nah, for real though. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe just like
God.
I mean. That's what humanity is on. Like, but I think it's the people want what you have. Like you gave a very beautiful birth. You know what I'm saying? Little handsome little guy. I'm saying everybody's seeing that, but I'm saying they seeing you pregnant. They seeing mother. They like, damn, like
you motherly. I can see her have my. Like,
I want her to have my baby. Like
that's more so
I'm just
what
saying.
it is. Like just seeing me in a mother role, and that's why I say just constantly reinventing myself because. Look, all this time I ain't had no kids, so people like, I don't know, she'll be a good mom.
Exactly.
Like, like why she ain't got no kids? She can't have no kids. What's going on with her? Yeah. So people put all these things in their mind, and then they see you in that role, and they be like, oh, hold on now,
wait a minute. I know you was a couple years ago. You was kind of, but now.
Right.
I don't know. Something just kind of changed in me. Something changed in me.
Right, you start glowing. They're like, hold up.
Right.
I'm dead. For real. But real quick, why was you in Nashville? Why Nashville?
Okay, so Nashville was not a situation of mine. I was actually in a relationship. I was home. I had just got home from school. I might have been home maybe like a year. Mm-hmm. I was training to go overseas. Yeah.
Hold up, real quick. That's a market that goddamn everybody taking a little bag on too. You can't get a stupid bag no more. I mean, unless you in it for super long and you got the politics of it, etc. Sure. But if you don't, everybody's taking a smaller bag, so it fucks up your bag. Go ahead.
Exactly. That's the thing. And there's just so much stuff that we could talk about. And hooping, that whole thing is just so crazy to me in general because I have clients to this day who be like, you used to hoop?
Right.
I told my boyfriend I was coming to get my hair done by you, and he talking about you used to hoop and this and that, and I didn't believe him. And I'm
y'all was cold as fuck.
What the coldest?
We used to be low key jealous of y'all. I used to be like, man, we got to win that state championship, bro. They clowning, bro. Like,
hey man, they was y'all was right there with UConn. They was UConn girls, bro.
Literally,
like, it was
y'all ain't lost in years, bro.
Yeah.
Blowing boys out at halftime.
I used to come to a lot of y'all games.
Yeah, we used to be at a lot of y'all games too. Even the games, like this is different.
They different now, right?
Different. That's why I said everything is different.
Now,
the vibes is different. The culture is different, and it kind of makes me sad, sometimes because we would go to games, and if you ain't there by JV, you ain't getting in.
Especially, the rivals and stuff. Like, and
exactly.
Man, it used to be crazy.
The big boys, but they games, bro. Some of them y'all have be fat, but some of them it wouldn't even be fat. Yeah. They'd be damn near empty because it's like, bro,
you already know they're gonna blow them out by second quarter,
bro. The score is 85 to 22, nigga.
For real, y'all was doing people dirt ball. What year was that when y'all played against? I got a question about this because I remember me telling Dee them and all of them. I was just talking shit. Just through the grapevine on y'all. What year was it? Did y'all play Skylar and them in the championship?
Yes, that was actually the national championship game because we were ranked number one in like the USA Today, and I think they was ranked number one in ESPN.
Yes.
So that was 09.
Y'all won that one.
I
too.
remember that.
I remember talking crazy like to
When I
Didi,
tell you
and
that
you too. I was
Y'all
talking crazy through the grapevine.
I remember that though.
Bro, I was like, hey man, I don't know Skylar down there. She never down there. Hey,
you know
Skylar dog.
She was.
She handled her business for sure.
Yeah, but y'all
and
definitely laid it on her.
Nuts.
The atmosphere was crazy. That
year
they had
I was there
at Lucas Oil. We was at Lucas Oil, and it was crazy. It was wild.
That shit was crazy, but I feel like y'all gave, like, because of people like y'all, because I was gonna go into this whole thing today too, because of women like y'all, like really, women's basketball started to become like, even starting with when Alex Bentley was there,
Yeah,
like
exactly,
I used to come to y'all games, like be like that, but my cousin played, Shamika, she played, so I grew up watching girls play and going to girls games and shit just because of that. But I'm like, the thing about women is, bro, they play the game the right way, how it's supposed to be played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I enjoy that part of it. But how do you feel about how, like, today now, like, you looking at these girls and, like, they getting these NIL deals,
You know
they
what? I
pulling
think
up from
about
half court.
I
Bruh.
think about stuff like that a lot because
it's more exciting. To me, the women's basketball right now, in college at least, is more exciting than the men.
It's the
y'all
most exciting that it's ever been. For sure. But in my opinion, that dog like that, you know, like, don't get me wrong, there have been women that have come up before now that had that in them, but it would be like a sprinkle of them here and there, like the Maya Moores, like that really stood out. But like now,
Maya
like
Moore,
these,
She was.
and
I forgot about her.
Fucking dog.
Hey, I had a crush on Maya Moore.
Maya Moore, she's that deal for
you feel
sure.
me? Real deal.
Yeah, she could wake up today and be like, "Hey, I'm coming back," and they gonna be like, "All right,
Come
we
on,
got
let's
space
get
for you."
For
She's
real.
that.
It was some dogs though. Hold up, I gotta go back real quick because I had a lot of dogs that, like, I liked that when I was growing up. What was
Back
the little
then?
point guard that played for North Carolina back then? Real short.
Carolina.
Damn, I think she was like number 2 or something like that.
I don't know. Was this
don't
before
even
us?
This was way before us. Yeah, this was before us. This is when we was like younger. She was super cold, bro.
For real?
Was a dog, bro. I'm not bullshitting.
You know,
but I'm
they
like,
got all
it just wasn't like so like glamorized back then. It still was. The games was fat and stuff too. But
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, like it used to go up though.
Now
But
it's
as far
different.
as everything that they're making, as far as money is concerned, is well deserved.
Absolutely.
And you know, sometimes I be thinking about that. You know, just with me being so into content and everything like that, and I be like, damn, like if we had this shit growing up, I would have been in my bag. Even at mid-major D1 being at IUPUI, like. It's more so about the marketing. That's what these companies care more about than anything. You could have a deal and you could be, you know, at a smaller school, but if we can market you, if we can build a platform around you, if you can sell some shit, we gonna pay you. That's just what it is. But yeah, it's very well deserving and it's really overdue.
Do you feel like, do you kind of feel like, damn, they need to kind of come back and circle around that block and kind of bring me that check back? Do you feel like that?
No, because I'm gonna get mine regardless.
For sure.
I'm gonna get
You
mine.
don't feel like that?
Sure.
Like,
no, I mean, they
damn, like I was right. I mean, you know, I was right
10 years
before that
away.
class. Like,
But
I was.
that's the thing, though.
You know what I'm saying?
They threw some little money. The NCAA or somebody did.
Yeah,
they
threw a little crumbs at us.
Yeah, they threw some
But
little
this
money.
my
They said,
thing.
"Here, damn."
Yeah, I feel like I got to go back and figure out how to get that back because when you got motherfuckers, I'm not saying I don't know how IUPUI did with you, but they had me on the poster boards when you come into the city. They had me on the buses.
Right.
They was selling my jerseys. They was, you know what I'm saying? They was selling fucking wristbands with my number on it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And you can best believe they still got calculation. The NCAA don't forget nothing.
Right.
So they know how much they made
And
off
so
your name and your likeness.
I'm like,
so
just
I
throw
can
niggas,
understand
just a little
Yeah.
bit percent.
I
A
can
lot of
understand
niggas
that.
gonna settle out. Just hey.
Yeah, for real. I understand that.
What he
I
say?
get that.
He said, okay, 150,000. But I settle out of court right now for $20.
Yes.
Nah, for real,
Get up,
man.
nigga. Ain't even wet over there.
Nah, for real though. So I feel like that's the part where I'm like, you know, we might have to circle back and figure something out. But I would agree is that I see a lot of there's some top NIL deals with women and men that they're not even starters on the team. Like they not even like the main guy, the main girl on the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you go to their Instagram, they probably got
slapping.
Slapping. Big
They
following.
likeness.
Yep, exactly.
Slapping.
Exactly.
But it's crazy. You got to take advantage of it if you out there.
I mean, so what else you want to kind of get into? You know, I know that your thing now has been picking up. Where do you see it going?
Well, really, where I'm at, of course, I love content. I want to continue to create content. But more so than working with companies, I do kind of want to make sure that I always have the ability to do my own thing, because sometimes you'll accept so many collaborations. You'll find yourself like, okay, I got to get this done. I got to get that done. And you don't really have the time to just post what you want to post. But aside from that, I really am, trying to take off with this whole salon suites thing. That's really kind of been big for maybe just only like the past 10 years in the beauty industry. This is more of a new concept. This isn't something that's been going on for a long time. Yeah. And it is like real estate in a sense.
Absolutely.
If I can do that and continue to expand, it's not something that where I would have to be day to day. This first opportunity that I actually got with that was a phenomenal deal. It was great. The place, like I said, it's not far from here, far from where I grew up. Then the money that they wanted for it was not crazy, because when you get into commercial real estate, that shit, they be taxing.
Net leases and all that.
Start talking
exactly. So it just was a great deal. It worked out. 24-hour maintenance, just everything that I needed to make this a successful business plan for my first suite. So
break that down to just the suite and all of that type of stuff, because I'm just interested to see what's actually going on. Sometimes we get on here, not sometimes, all the time we get on here and we learn shit.
We be learning hell.
So like
in the making.
So like, how many suites do you have, and are you renting them out per like person, and like, are they on year leases? Are they going to be on 2-year leases? Like, how does that work for you?
So basically, the way that I have it set up is to where it's kind of flexible. Of course, you got your shit that's set in stone, because that's just business. You got to have, this is what it is. So people have the opportunity to do 6-month lease, or they can do a 1-year lease. 6-month lease, obviously, is going to be a little bit more. The way that you can cut your costs is if you decide that you're going to do a shared suite, and you pick who you share your suite with. So it's not on me. I'm not just throwing two strangers together, because you in your workspace, you in your environment, you want to make sure that you know everything's copacetic. So as far as that's concerned, you kind of got your options there. But for the leases, I have 10 spaces, 10 suites available, and then I'll have, like I was kind of talking about, one suite where it's more so like open. You can pay daily rental, or if you want to just go ahead and rent that out, that'll be the cheapest, which would be $150 a week.
Gotcha.
So, so it just really just depends on what you looking for.
You already booked out?
No, I'm not.
All right, well, talk to them. Tell them right now then where they need to reach out to you at. And
so if you are looking for a suite, you got to be a beauty professional. We ain't doing like no tattoo artists or nothing like that yet. We'll get at y'all shortly for sure. But beauty professionals, hair, nails, barbers. I know a lot of times barbers, they kind of don't like, being in the setting with women, but you'll have your own private space. You'll have a keyless entry, do your little thumb to get in your suite and all that. But it's Studio Suites of West 16th, and I can be contacted at 317-341-3139.
Hey,
y'all heard it here first.
Mitch, why don't we do this? I got an idea.
Okay, I'm listening.
Why don't you fuck with us and we fuck with you?
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. Let's do this. No, I'm gonna say it on wax, so you ain't got the opportunity to say no.
Okay. Damn, we in press record. No, I'm just playing.
See, I was like, oh.
As soon as you said on wax, though, I looked at them. I was like, I hope it's on wax.
Boy, got my heart jumping. Damn, nigga, don't do that. You almost killed the nigga, boy. Nah. Mitchell, let's do this. Let's do something for All Star.
Okay.
Why don't we put your stuff up?
Okay.
On the TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And you just help us promote it.
Okay, it sounds
help us promote the event. We put your stuff all up through there. We gonna have
they got like
the people
5
that come through
big
there.
ass screens in there too. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll show you too. It's
we
dope.
can do that. Yeah, that's for sure. That's
yeah.
I heard it here again first.
There we go. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Easy.
And I'll be there too. Just
you
so
know
y'all
what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I forgot. See, so this is the part that I did forget though. When I was in the introduction, is Miss put that shit on.
Yeah.
Because
you
be doing some little concoctions and shit, and you be like, I got this from here and the thrift from there and shit like that. Like, I feel like we ain't talked enough about that. I feel like that's something that you just actually enjoy just to fucking do.
Yeah, it is. And actually, like, growing up,
keep hitting that shit.
Growing up is just, I got my mom and my sister, and you know, I got 3 brothers, but I always wanted to like put on some tennis shoes, and my mom and my sister, they would pick stuff out for me. And as an adult, if I probably seen it, I would have been like, oh, that was cute. But back then I was like, man, I don't want to put this flower turtleneck on. I don't want to wear this shit. Yeah. So, but as I grew, I kind of found my own style, my own way. And yeah, I really got into thrifting. You got to be in the right mind though when you go to a thrift store, because it's just so much shit.
For real.
It's got to be a mood. You got to be in a good mood to go. But that, and I put it on, I find something at the thrift store and I have some designer shit on with it. Like, it just really just depends.
And so, that's my sister. I swear to God, if I FaceTime her right now, she at Goodwill. All my life, she in that bitch right now. I swear, I will bet everything. I will bet my soul.
Going on. She done found some gems in there.
Yeah,
for
sure.
sure.
Do that, and that's her brand. You know what I'm saying? She thrifting. You know what I mean? Get ready with me, all that
I'm
stuff.
about to get it personal now. How do you as a parent and shit like push that for your kid? Because like my daughter is like that. She only 3, but she's OC with like what she gonna wear, like, and what we like. All right, we got this out for her. She's like, no, I want those shoes and this jacket, and I'm like, already,
right?
Like, and she in there trying to, you know what I'm saying, do her. I'm like, okay, so she's gonna. And my wife is not really a girly girl. She'll tell you that first. You know what I'm saying? So we like, where the hell did she get this from? For one, but for 2, shit, how do we? You know what I'm saying? Like, exercise that and help her get into positively where I'm like, man, just put that shit on. That's what I put out. Put it on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. That's hard. I'm not at that point yet. What I pick out for he's 1. So what I pick out for him, you know, he just let me put it on him. He done had a couple times, though. I got him some little cowboy boots. He done went in his room and grabbed the cowboy boots. I'm like, bro.
That don't go what you got on today.
We're not putting that on today, bro. But,
exactly.
But he'll put them on, and I'll be like, ooh, baby, you fly, baby. And
hype him up.
Yeah, he be grinning, he be cheesing.
Hey,
so
that's hilarious.
I'll be like,
funny.
Listen, just go with your move, bro.
That's hilarious.
So you should get little jewels though in modeling though for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
That though, but all of that, bro.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
She's starting ballet soon, so look out for that. We might be starting her YouTube channel or something. She's wild.
Yeah, man. She's a personality. Like, she got the whole.
Look at him over there. He's talking about some, You where my channel at? Nah. But nah,
if they got stuff that they like to do, you got to capitalize on that. And of course, too, you have to do it to a certain extent to where it's healthy, of course, for them, where you're not overdoing it. Because a lot of times parents do overdo it. Like, of course, I share my son on social media just because my following, they have gravitated to him and watching him grow and so much, you know, so on and so forth. Exactly. But there are still limits.
Yeah. For sure.
So, and a lot of parents, they don't have those limits. It's like, that's a bit much.
Kind of like a Kim and Kanye. Kanye like, man, hey, man, chill out a little bit with this, that, and that. You know what I'm saying? She like, nah, everything is in front of the camera. Hell nah.
Right.
Now the kid like, shit. At least the daughter, she like, shit.
She's like, mommy, why you talking like that?
Yeah. She like, shit, I'm wearing my daddy jacket to the gala. She's like, you wearing what? Yeah, my daddy, he got a jacket that he wore to the gala back in 2009. I'm going to wear it. Like, that's her daddy. She her daddy's girl. Like, for real, though. Like, it's crazy. But, I agree with that 100%. Like, you got to be, you know what I'm saying, careful around that. Because there's a lot of parents out there that's really trying to live. They kids like
definitely.
Like, come on.
Definitely parents that try to live vicariously through their children, and more from a social media standpoint. I just see it in sports. I see it in everything, and it's like, he don't want to do that.
Right.
He don't want to hoop. He want to play the violin.
Right.
Leave him alone.
Right.
I ask him all the time. As soon as he get to acting, we don't gotta go to practice. Trust me, I ain't tripping. I ain't gotta spend my money and my time going there. Hey, I ain't doing it. If you don't want to play, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? So definitely that, and that's one thing that for sure for me. Like, I'm like, my son don't have to play basketball. They do now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, he don't have to play basketball. He don't have to go and play sports. Nah, I say he got to play some type of sport.
Yeah,
I just think that's
foundation.
But it don't necessarily have to be what I want him to play.
Right,
you know what I'm saying, or what he want, whatever he likes. And I think that's a big thing.
Would you be shitty though?
What?
Not even shitty, because I feel like you're gonna be like, nah. But what if he did come and he was like, not mad? You know what I'm saying? You like, man, whatever. You like, oh, whatever. We ain't gotta do that. But if he really came and he was like, nah, for real, Dad, I really don't want to play this shit no more. You like, oh, nigga, nigga, what?
Especially after the time that you done all put into
the
it.
time.
Yeah.
You sure? Like,
yeah. Like
I'm
this,
saying,
I'm
though,
going to coach them after this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I'd be shitty though. But we told him this before because my wife, she's super competitive too. So like we just like shit. It's cool. You don't have to do that, but you gonna be doing something.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you're not about to be at the crib just
Right.
playing on the game all day. Like nah, you gonna either be doing something in school, some shit with school, some music shit, something you're gonna be doing, bro. You're not gonna just be on the game all day long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what's crazy is now that's getting
I'm about to
back.
say that's a bad too. You know what? That's the
He
crazy
talking about
thing.
hold up, real quick. Let me bring his come here real quick, because he's a liar. Come here.
Yeah, Pop. Yeah, Pop. Yeah.
What did you say that you was ranked in the state on? What did you say that you was ranked in the state on? What's
putting you
what's
on
that
wax,
game called?
Pop.
I said I want a cat.
What's the game called?
Which one?
Fortnite.
Oh.
What did you say you was ranked in the state on Fortnite?
I never said that.
Okay. I just wanted him to say it on wax. He told me he was 13th in the state, something in the nation and all this. Cap.
I never said that.
Big cap. All right,
ain't-
that's all I needed. All right, you can get out.
He was speaking it into existence.
He was speaking.
He was manifesting.
Okay, he was manifesting it. All right. That's cool.
Yeah, they get and
they get serious
The
about
thing
that shit.
about social media too, like I see stuff all the time about gaming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People have not a single clue how much money.
It's
The bags
nuts,
is stupid.
bro.
I mean, it's
I'm
ridiculous.
talking about it's nuts. Like,
Not
All
a
he do is
single
watching
clue.
YouTube
Unbelievable.
shorts with them
Yeah.
gaming and shit. So if you want to do this,
Gaming, YouTubing, streaming, all of it, you can make so much money, and people don't have any idea. There's actually a guy that I seen. He had posted on Instagram, and I'm sure y'all probably have seen it. But he posted on Instagram getting dressed to go to Target. Have y'all seen that?
Nah.
Everybody, they've been dragging, dude. They've
Are
been
you
dragging.
serious?
Yeah, they've been on his ass.
I gotta look that
Yeah,
up.
he posted it on Instagram, but they've been sharing it like on Twitter, on everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah, it went
other,
viral.
Yeah, and other guys have basically been dragging him like, oh, you set up a camera to get dressed to go to Target and this, and
But
that.
the
And
video done
people-
blew up.
Yeah, but the people have been saying like, bro, y'all don't understand the money that people make from this stuff. This is why people do it. But yeah,
Right.
y'all got to see it. Y'all got to read the
Dang,
comments.
yeah, I
It's
ain't
crazy.
So, you know what? I think Meechie could do like a lot of shit though. I like her brand because I feel like, certain girls, I feel like you can see them in that lane. Beauty.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I could see her damn near doing a podcast.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you got to be multidimensional for sure.
I mean, but
Yeah.
not everybody. I feel like if you
Yes.
wanted to do a podcast, I could see you doing a podcast.
I appreciate
and it'd be
that.
like
But
hard.
you seem like the type of person that kind of like,
You know
I
what I mean?
always bring it back to this, is that like when Rick Ross was like, kind of like, I'm gonna do shit that I actually want to do though.
Yeah,
Like,
I'ma do shit
I
that
feel
I
like
like
you
to do.
somebody that like,
Yeah.
all right, if it's kind of like, even with the branding shit and people that, I mean, I know business is business, a bag is a bag, but like sometimes you look at that shit, you like, man, that don't really align with who I am
and,
though.
and I do say no a lot to brands and companies and stuff. Like, I get a lot of like supplement stuff, CBD stuff,
right.
and I just never been into that. And not that there's anything wrong with it, but that's just not my lane. I'm not gonna promote something. Oh, hemp this. What's the little?
Oh, the black smoke.
No,
you ain't talking
just
about that.
whatever the little
she went like
smoking
that, the
pens
little-
and all
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's
stuff.
that.
Yeah,
That's some shit
that's
like
it.
that.
Yeah, like
Vapes.
vapes. I get stuff like that all the time, but that's not my lane.
Right.
And even though you may even be offering me great money,
Yeah.
that's not what I do, and I'm not going to push that to my audience.
Right. You're
Yeah,
gonna
that
keep
makes sense.
integrity behind your brand and your character.
Yeah, because you're going to make more in the long run that
Exactly.
way.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You keep that respect and that authenticity.
Right.
Authenticity
You know
is
what
what it is.
Yeah, really that. You know what I mean? You stay on that with who you are, and people know what to expect from
Right.
you. Even if you do change and do something else, it's like, I've been seeing her, like, that makes sense that she did that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, no, that's dope, man.
Last but not least, being a mother, being an entrepreneur, looking to build and invest in the future and keep your shit rolling.
When you coming to
What-
fuck with... Nah, I'm playing.
when do you have time for dating? And what kind of man
shit.
are you really looking for? Because like a woman like you that you already got your bag together, you got your mind together, you got your business together, you got a son. You know what I'm saying? So like, What are you looking for, I guess, in a woman like you? Is like, what are y'all looking for sometimes?
So, like my biggest thing
that's a good question, too.
is somebody that I can actually learn from.
Yeah.
And honestly, my problem is that I just be kind of like, I don't want to be bothered. I'm always like, I just don't want to be bothered. But that's more so just because I spend so much time working and all this other stuff. So once I allow somebody in my space, I want it to be like, just on some cool shit.
Yeah,
like be on some
normal
cool
shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I'm not really, I may be like high maintenance as far as like my self-care, but not as far as like the dating world is concerned.
Right.
Like I'm real chill. Like I'm not real big on, you know,
going out and doing crazy stuff and hella flights
like of course
and
we
all
can
shit.
like we can go out, we can have fun or whatever, we can, you know, go on a trip, you know, whenever the time permits.
So you
exactly.
not, so
that
you
ain't
not
that much
hold
of a
up.
priority.
I got to even dig in even more.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you not, so the list of restaurants or whatever
There we go.
came out. Are you that type? Like, were you like, ain't no Cheesecake Factory, like, or it ain't this, or and what's your parameters on a bag that a guy gotta gotta have?
Okay,
hey, fuck it. Tina go. Hey, we there now, Richie. Hold on. Hey, Josh, we gonna let this go over about a good extra 10 minutes, man. Cause we gotta go ahead.
So as far as the whole like Cheesecake Factory thing, I just didn't really understand what the fuss was about with that. I was kind of confused. Now I do have my restrictions on places. Don't get me wrong.
Like,
I'm not like a Golden Corral type of girl.
Oh hell,
yeah. I mean, Chipotle.
Yeah, Chipotle cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Okay,
like Chipotle.
if a guy took you on a first date to Chick-fil-A.
First date.
Okay, first of all, I'm very biased when it comes to Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay. So that might hit your heart.
But that's the thing though, like when I think of like first date, I don't necessarily be like my first mind is not like, oh, we got to go get some food. Like it's so much stuff that you can do for a
ride
first
bikes,
date.
Walk.
It's so much stuff. Yeah, like shit, we can go to shoot at Dave and Buster's. Like, you know, we can go do this other stuff that we may have in common. Yeah, like this actual fun stuff. It ain't got to be no sit down. What's your favorite color? What you like?
I just feel like that's the biggest thing right there is people just don't know how to date. They think that dating is going out and spending $500 every time. Like,
tell me like one of the wackest dates you've been on.
Ooh.
Like how was it? You know
one of the
what I'm
wackest dates I've been on.
You was like, damn, that shit
he
was
might
a waste
see
of
this.
time.
Not even that it was just a waste of time, but I went on a date. I went on a date one time with a guy, and we actually got into an argument, like a full blown argument. Like,
no, y'all didn't.
No, we did.
On the first date?
No, it wasn't the first date. It was just a date. We got into an argument, and it was so dumb. It was so stupid. I'm gonna be honest. It was so stupid. We was at an establishment. They was getting ready to close, and he had to go run out to the car for something. Yeah. And when he was coming back in, the door was locked. And there was a police officer that was standing at the door, and I was telling the officer, like, hey, I'm about to open this door to let him back in. Just so, you know, everybody know cool. What's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Bruh flipped out.
That you told the police officer?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Don't be asking that nigga for permission to do da-da-da-da. And I'm looking at him like...
But Mitchell, you know what that comes from, though. I ain't saying he right, but I'm already. You feel me?
I understand that, but
it's the
he like, man, I don't fuck with them at all.
Yeah,
like, why are you talking
that,
to them?
Right, and I get that, but at the same time, you gonna cause a bigger scene,
right?
By doing that then just let me open the door real quick. You slide in, and we going about our business. Yeah. Like just stuff like that. But what I have learned from dating or whatever is like people come from
cheesecake.
Was we at Cheesecake? Nah, we was actually at the bowling alley.
Well, damn.
Yeah, so it was.
It was just closing, and he just went out to the car to grab something.
Yeah, it was like something real light.
Small.
But the thing that I learned from that experience is that people come from so many different backgrounds, and that's exactly what it was. He comes from somewhere where, you know, they don't fuck with the police at all, and I get that, you know, but at the same time, like, you got to know time and
Exactly.
situation. Yes, exactly.
How to maneuver the situation, because that part really wasn't deep, but to him, he like, my girl ain't about to be talking to no, you know.
But you can say that in the car, bro.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, all right, that happened, boom, we get in the car. Hey, just so you know,
I
don't really fuck with the police like that.
You future
you
reference.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
baby, just come open the door. If you got a problem, then we just deal with it after.
Right, exactly. So, and that's the way that maybe I or you would handle things. But then when you get in the dating world, you see how different people are. So, yeah, but I mean, as far as dating is concerned, I'm not like super strict, but I am. Like, I'm not strict on like the things we do, the fun we have, the places we go, but you got to have your shit together.
Demetri, you didn't answer the question though.
That's what it is.
He said, "What's
that's
the
what
bag?"
I think. That's what she getting into. You got to have your shit together.
have
Like,
to have your
what
shit
what you
together.
mean by that?
What's that mean?
Like, what's that
the
mean?
bag
And
for-
then what's that bag? Like, at the very least, and because, damn, I kind of want you to break it down even to this. Could they be 9 to 5? Like, you cool with different? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that look for you?
So, okay, I'm gonna be very transparent. So, when I was married, my husband was in the NFL, so I know what that looks like. But there came a point where he retired. So at that point, you got to do something else. And I know what that looks like too.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily you got to be a pro athlete or you can't have a 9 to 5 or you got to be an entrepreneur, but you got to be heading somewhere.
Right.
And you have to be proactive in where you're heading. It can't be no like I
I'ma
was
just
about
talk
to.
about it.
Yes, because men are good for that.
Yeah.
Men are good for that, and I have learned that, and I
Talk
don't.
that shit up. It
I
ain't
don't
no execution.
exactly, and I don't play them kind of games like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I was about to go get a job. Oh, I got a girlfriend, but I was about to break up with her, and then I was going.
Right.
No, we not doing that.
What
We're
is
doing
you
about
actually
twos.
doing right now?
Man,
Goddamn
doing
it.
about to.
I was about to move out with my baby mama. No,
Right.
I can't. Yeah, no, I can't.
Your
operate like that.
situation got to be right.
Yeah,
is what
exactly.
you saying?
Like, and that's my biggest thing. Like, when you come in a space with me, like, it has to be right. It has to be correct. Like, you have to have your stuff together as far as like your personal life and what you're doing as far as work is concerned.
Can he work a 9 to 5 though? Is that okay?
Yeah,
for
that's
you?
cool.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't no entrepreneur. Everybody
For sure.
don't want to be
Respect.
an entrepreneur.
I'm glad
Some
you
women
said
are like,
that.
nah, like
Yeah.
I can't. If I want to travel, he got to ass off for work, whatever. Some women.
Okay, and
Do we-
that's what works for them, but that don't. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Is it okay if he got kids?
That's a big one. Honestly,
We're going down this list now, Michi. Hold on.
I don't.
That's 2.
I would prefer that he does not, even though I do have a son. My son has a very active father. We on a good page. We cool.
Yeah.
So yes, but what I find is that's not always the case.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but if he does, then as long as again
It's lined up.
Situation,
lined up
it
and
gotta be right.
It's right. Then
Yeah.
we cool. But again, if it's somewhere like, oh, me and my baby mama just moved out last weekend, I just
Right.
that's-
Into it.
yeah.
You still got to go through the legal battles.
Yeah, and
What
I
if
just,
what if it's lined up, Michi, but he got more
Okay.
than one? He got 2.
I mean, 2 is cool. If it's lined up, it's cool.
You good.
Yeah, that's
Right.
why I said I'm not
Okay,
strict
okay.
as far as certain things, but as long as things are together and they
Yeah.
make sense, then I'm cool.
These things, I mean,
And
this
I'm not
point
real
in our
big
life.
I'm
Yeah.
not real big on I don't get into people, like, of course, eventually down the line, you're going to want to get into people's personal lives and know what's going on. But I don't want to know, like, certain conversations. That's not my business. What you and your kid's mother talk about and how y'all have things
When we
set up.
first meet and all that.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
it's
not-
more like, do we vibe
That's
even
too
first?
much, right?
Exactly,
Can we even
yeah.
make this work before we even get into all of that?
Like, that's not for
Yeah.
me to know and to be all in. Like, y'all, as long as y'all got an understanding and the situation is through, then we
Then
cool.
we Gucci. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. That's what's
Yeah.
up, man.
See, that makes sense. Okay.
Let us know then, man. Where can our audience definitely find you at? If you got anything coming up, I know you're gonna be collabing with us now, All Star Weekend.
Absolutely.
Facts.
But nah, let them know where they can find you at.
So
Connect with you.
I'm actually on Instagram at Meechnicole, Meech Nicole, and then I'm on TikTok at the Meechnicole. I'm also on YouTube at Meechnicole. So everything is pretty much aligned. I actually got a master class for how to become a content creator. I'm excited for that. That'll be in February, the first week of February. So if you need tickets for that, hit me up on even the number that I gave, 317-341-3139. Yeah, we can get to work for sure.
That's dope.
That's what's
I
up.
love it. Shoot, Michi,
we appreciate you
coming
100%.
on. Goddamn, this is dope, man.
That's
I like
super
this.
dope.
y'all.
We was
Yeah,
waiting
need
for
more
this one.
like
though.
female, like
Yeah.
women bosses.
So if you got
like this on-
anybody that you think that should, that
that's
align
doing
with
the
our
confident
stuff,
shit, man.
please
Have
send
come
them
chop
over.
it up
You
with
know
us.
what? I actually got a friend from California, and when I tell y'all, her story is a lot like mine, but she was a track athlete.
Okay.
I actually met her because at the time, her guy, he was in the NFL. Very smart.
Okay.
Very intelligent. She's in the trucking. She's doing all that, converting trucks into electric, just all kind of stuff.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah, I might have her come here and
When
get with y'all.
she coming down?
Listen,
Or you don't know?
that's my girl. I could call her tomorrow and
Oh,
she'll
she
be
be
like,
out,
let's
she
play
be
in
with it.
something.
Right, that's what's up.
See that
For
type.
sure.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely put the word out for y'all because I like what y'all got going on here.
We appreciate it. Definitely.
Well, hey, man, straight like that.
Episode
49.
Nine.
Let's go, man. Y'all ain't gonna trip me up.
50, man. One
One
before
before 50, man. That's a good episode, man. Moguls gonna make episode 49. Straight like that. We out.